This cave is miles from the nearest village. I have no tent, no backup, and no reception. I'm spending the next 24 hours alone in this desert cave. Although I say alone, there is snakes and there is another animal. Join the fun. Oh, I've got to sit down. I've got to sit down. Oh, you know, when you're puffing so much, your head is like just pounding. Oh. Yeah, whew. I thought I was going to drop. Head was gosh. It was like every breath. It was like whoo, whoo, whoo. Going quick. Chest going boom, 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 boom. Whew, what a way to start this video. I assume it's something to do with it being about 42 degrees Celsius today. With a red alert from the Department of Forests for forest fires. And it's only going to get hotter throughout the week. Something else. Under arrest already. Back at the big old stone wall, we were here previously on a tarp camp, and in the previous video you may remember that around here we came across a cave, and the cave is just in here. It doesn't look like the easiest thing to access, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have ourselves a little climb. Just down the corner here actually is some quite nice access. Let's see what it's all about. And one of the things obviously we want to watch for is snakes, because the old snakes will most probably be coming in here during the day to stay out of the sun. But what I've noticed is something else, another animal. You can see the droppings there. You can actually see the tracks in the sand. Let's try and get down here. Make sure it's not in there now, huh? We don't want it to be in there now. There's quite a lot of sign. Yeah, you can see a mountain goat has been up in here. Probably with the same idea as me. Getting out of the sun. We obviously do want to be careful here, because the rock's not fantastic, especially this side. Big old crack going down there. Oh, let's get this pack off so we can move around a little more easy. I opted to bring this pack today because I'm not carrying nearly as much as I would usually. Yeah, this pack, Soliniag hunting pack, is only about 35 litres, so yeah, it's a nice lightweight option, but not ultra light. Signs of something else in here, naturally. There's always going to be snakes. Always going to be snakes. But I'll tell you something that's a lot cooler in here than it is out there. It's a lot cooler. So I'm here with the snakes and potentially the mountain goats. Plenty of sign, huh? Coffee time. Dusty. Keep those lids on as much as possible. Don't want any dust in that coffee. One of the good things about being on this kind of surface with the sand is you can always manipulate your gas stove or whatever to sit flat. So a really cool thing is caves like this, obviously, as you saw when we arrived, that the only signs of life were animals, right? No one else has been here for who knows how long. And I was reading a story the other day about a boy. It was years ago, but a boy walking past a cave and he threw a rock into a cave and he heard the sound of pottery shattering where the stone had connected with the pot. And so the kid went in there into the cave and found a whole bunch of ancient pottery, among other things. And it's super cool stuff. So come back. While we wait, we're gonna just take a little trip down to the end there and see if we can find ourselves some little treasure. Let's grab a tool. No, not so much treasure, lots of little bugs, huh? Not in this cave. Maybe the next one. And it's boiling already. What is this? What is it? Whatever that one is. I wonder why it is. And why is it that butterflies make us think of loved ones? What's the correlation? I know people say like someone's died and then the next day they see a butterfly or something, butterfly land on them or whatever. And I do it too. Every time I see a butterfly I think of little Augusta. And yeah, I wonder why. I do miss Agu. I miss him a lot. He would have been a big boy now. And the coffee, I think, is caramel. A slight hint of caramel. It's good. So I was just sitting here drinking my coffee and I looked down and there is a tiny little egg. What would have been inside of that? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. for a little wander and ourselves another. It's not so much a cave, I think it's just where the kind of rock is cracked and then fallen. See, there's so much to explore, huh? All the way back in there. So this place we're at is just above our little cave. And we're just wandering along, came across this. Obviously, big, kind of just hole in the ground. If there was ever any brains and you needed some water, this would be the place to come. The place just kind of keeps going up and up and up. But it's always important to check out your surroundings, the area you're in. You never know what you might find. Like a cicada. Cicadas, every time. Always jumping out at me. What was that then? These little holes. And no idea what it is, what it's from, but I'm hungry. Obviously, I have more than noodles. See, I'm a big kind of snacker. I'll be snacking throughout the day, so you know what you'll see me is most of the time I have noodles or whatever on these little adventures. But actually, I've eaten like 3 Mars bars, and 2 packets of crisps, and sweets, just lots of kind of sweets and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're watching and you're thinking I can get away with just having a pot noodle, so wrong, so wrong. Good. The sleep system tonight consists of just one component, like it does most of the time. My ice water's been defrosting on my sleeping pad. So yeah, this is the sleeping pad, good old Dutch Army, self-inflating sleeping pad. And it's still going strong. So I'm gonna roll this out and have a little lay down. I think, you know, I've had my noodles. I could actually have a nap right now. It's one of those things where I have to avoid having a nap. Got to avoid having a nap. It's all too easy. Just about here. It's gonna be nice. I remember the last time I camped in a cave. I'm just gonna let that air get in there by itself for a little bit. I remember the last time I camped in a cave, it was with the Yetzer, and I think in regards to like snakes, it was worse than this one because there was snake skin everywhere, all on the walls, and haven't seen any of that in here so far. Just a few little trails in the sand. But yeah, so I had my little inflatable roll mat with the Yetzer, and as I was blowing it up, it was at that time she decided that she wanted to dig a hole and basically bury my sleeping pad.
Your bed's there yet. Your bed's there. You ain't gonna do that no more. You ain't gonna do that no more. No, you don't. You got your own bed now. You don't need to dig holes no more and sleep in them. No.
Oh, nice. Are they scorpions? See that? Creepy. So that's good. I don't know what they are, or if they bite, or what's going on. The sun's gone down now, so I've just moved out of the way of the cave there. And the reason being is because if there is any snakes in there, now's the time they're waking up and they're going out to feed. And yeah, I don't want to be on that menu. So just giving them a bit of a wide berth. If there is any snakes in there, just getting out of the way. Stay still. Okay. Now's the time that we want to be getting everything packed away that we're not using, packed away. Just makes it a whole lot more easier, you know, organized. I've said it before, and it's something that I do every time. If I'm not going to be using it, let's get it organized, packed away. Okay, so my biggest fear tonight in this cave isn't like a cave-in or anything, or now that I've said that, I'm going to be thinking about it. My biggest fear is actually the snakes that still might be in here, and they might be wanting to get out when I'm bed down or when I'm sat here, and which is fine. they can just slither straight past me. It's no problem. I'm not going to mess with them. But the trouble is, the snakes don't know that. And of course, in the morning, when we have our boots here, what we want to do is we want to smack them together upside down, make sure anything, make sure nothing's gone inside of them before we put our little toes in there. It was a bat. There's a bat. Yeah. Good. So it's good now. Not only are there snakes, mountain goats, we also have bats. So incredible. So yeah, I'm gonna be fixing the bed down soon. Absolutely wiped out. It's the journey here that takes it all out of you, and it's hard enough traversing these mountains as it is, but do it and it's 40 plus degrees. It's just soul destroying, right? So yeah, I'm going to be fixing the bed down soon, so I'll update you in the morning if I'm still alive, of course. See you in the morning. Didn't have the best sleep. What were thoughts of this above me caving in, and the thoughts of snakes, and the thoughts of mountain goats gonna be coming in here and trying to spoon me. Not the greatest sleep. Have a coffee.